Hello. Yeah, I think now it's working. I think, yeah. Let me check it quickly from with the correct mic. Yeah, it is. And yeah, okay. Let's go. Sorry for delaying, but I was facing some network issues. So I had to make it sure first that I have a less issues. Right. Okay. So let's go ahead. Hmm. Okay. Perfect. So today, what we're gonna do is we actually gonna complete our uh, like the feature which we were working on yesterday. It is something like multi logins into the Pinkary, right? So what we did, that we will also check what we already did, and then after we will continue doing that, or maybe make it more better. Okay. So uh, firstly, what we did is we moved these two routes from auth.php, right? Where from here to hello uh, Antonio. Okay, so we moved those two routes from Fortify to outside of like the auth.php, and we added it into the web.php so we can override it and access it without middleware guest, right, so it should be accessible into the to the guest and authorized user both, right? So that's what we did. Okay, then after, what we did is we overrided, let's say, the login mechanism for like how to log in, I mean authenticate using. Hey Mohammed, thanks for joining. So yeah, what we did is we added email here. It was like, and we checked some like the password is correct or not, right? And then what we did is we actually yesterday we was working with the cookies, right? And let me show you that cookie code, I guess. Yeah. So we were working with the cookies, and Mohammed told me that you should work with the sessions instead, right? Okay. So we will now go back to cookies as well, but I will tell you the reason as well, right? Okay. So now we already have most of the things working, right? So what we firstly we're gonna do is we're gonna move. See, yesterday we added this stuff over here, right? Where it is? Ah, yeah, somewhere here, right? So yesterday we added this stuff over here, this one, and I think, yeah, this one as well. But now what we're gonna do is we actually gonna, and we also created one switch profile controller as well, right? Yesterday. Okay. But now what we can do is actually, I don't know, like, I mean, sure, we can do one more thing, which is something like switch profile component for the live wire. Yeah. So let's try to do that. And I don't know, we should do that, or I mean, I'm really not sure, but yeah. So how the navigation is working, I mean. So in navigation, we have this drop down link stuff, right? So what if we put those things into the div, right? So we need to check if we put them into the div, those are working as straight as, or so let's log in from one of the account, right? Firstly, and yeah, so we logged in successfully, right? And now, yeah, I think it doesn't have any issues. Let's log in from another account as well, right? And we have now two accounts, and we are able to switch between both the accounts as well. Okay, I think if we put them into the div, we lose the, okay, I think we are not losing, or I don't know, like, I think so. That can be the reason. So if I remove this, or let's say I do some undo, and okay, I haven't started the yeah, the npm pm run dev, right? And let's minimize it. Okay, okay, it's running it. So let hmm. Now, okay, I think now we can reload it. Okay, now we have the space. So it was about like something about the no, actually we removed the div, right? And if I add them back, the div, right? So we will, this should be refreshed automatically, no? Okay. So we don't have a space between, so we need to be sure about that. We should add the space, right? And that we're gonna do that. I mean, how hard it can be. I mean, so we have space over two things. We need to add. Okay, I think I know how to do that. So we just need to add this here, and I guess now we will have a space. I think so. Yeah. Okay. So that is all. That is not a big deal. So what we can do is now, let's say PHP addition make uh, livewire or livewire make whatever you like. Okay, we need to check where we can put this livewire component actually. So we have livewire, we have profile. So we can say uh, profile dot switch, right? Switch class is reserved. My gosh. Okay. Oh, whatever. Now we can just copy this tape and say livewire. Oh, it is not now. So we will switching profile back to cookies. Yeah, that we're gonna do it actually. Profile dot switch account, right? And yeah, that's it. And we're gonna just drop that all here. And of course, we'll remove them. That stuff, and we will, for now at least, let's just import the user. And yeah, and what we're gonna now do is we need to remove one more thing as well, which is yeah, something like this. Okay, and we will create one method called, let's say, public fun- function, which, right, yeah, and it whoa, and return type will be what it can be. I mean, return type can be void, of course. And now we will switch to switch account, switch profile, and we will just get this from here. I'm not sure about that, so let's just put this over here. And of course, let's say we have a some binding for now. Let's just uh, okay. We actually whoa wait. Okay, this is possible actually. So that is totally fine. And now what we can do is this dot redirect right to live wire. I think this dot original. No, there is no nothing like that. Live wire. There is live wire function, no, and orig original URL. Original spelling is what spelling? I'm doing spelling mistakes. Why it is saying that it is unknown function? We have the live wire function. Okay, so that is not working. Let's do this. Huh, live wire facade will gonna work anyways. Hmm. Okay. So and now let's add the return type over here. Okay, and it will be this one. Okay, I think till this is perfect. Now we need to remove this href stuff. We can say wire click switch account dot username for now. Let's say let's format it a bit. Okay, so now it okay we need to remove that from here as well. I don't know we did a good thing or not, but yeah. So let's try to now switch. Okay, wait. There is no error as well. Hmm. Okay, I'm unable to click because it is a link. Yeah. So we also have a drop down button, right? So we can use that actually. So button. I hope that gonna not and it's still not working. What is the issue? Wire click is okay. Isn't it? Hmm. I'm a bit confused now. Let's inspect it. I think it's fine. Okay, now it has some error, I guess. Yeah. Maduro is not defend. Oh my gosh, I got it. Okay, 404 is fine, I guess. But we got the stuff. So for now, let's say route home feed and still 404. Huh. So user cannot be find, I guess. Can be, yeah. So let's say string dollar user name user name, right? And let's say user is equal to first of it, and now it works. Yeah, we was able to switch. So I think now we can say live wire original URL. Right? And now if I'm into the following and trying to switch, it will be into the following only, right? Yeah. So this is a basic which was already exist and we were using, right? But now what we're gonna do is actually, firstly, uh, we're gonna remove this from session and add it into the cookies, right? Again, back to the cookies. I mean, yeah, we need to do that actually, and for that we need to start with here itself. So let's say let's undo some code actually. Okay, I think now I can. Yeah, I will do it. Don't worry. Wait a bit. Um, I'm gonna. I need this actually. So let's undo this. Okay, this as well. Right, and let's back to this, and we will say rename to accounts, and we will call this accounts as well. And hmm, okay, so we actually need to do this over here. uh, right. So okay, we actually need to do JSON encode and decode as well every time, right? So that is okay actually. We should do that anyways. And we don't need to actually remove this, so we will actually remove this. So we are getting cookies from request, and we are doing JSON encode decode, something like that. We are doing array unique. We don't need to do array unique over here because we are already doing somewhere at down, right? Okay, wait. So we don't need to do this here because we are already gonna do anyways over here, right? And it should be auth ID. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. I think from this side we already done the cookie stuff. I think I'm also thinking. So we will say dollar request and accounts. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think we should make a service to get accounts and put accounts from to the. I mean, I don't know. Like we should. I think do that. Let's keep it. Is array, so it will not be array anymore, and now we need to keep this, that. Yeah, so we're gonna make service, but yeah, let's say at least. Okay, now it is still failing. So from where it is failing actually? Okay, wherein? So here, yeah, I think, yeah, of course. So we need to say dollar accounts whatever, who cares, right? And say accounts is there, right? And accounts, right? I'll put this over here. So yeah, let it be like this right now, because what? Nothing. Okay, so let's do log out, and let's do login. Let's log in over here. Okay, why I'm like it is too hard to write a password 128. I mean, for me. Okay, and we will have Mr. Punipal over here. We can add one more account. Okay. And now we have two accounts, right? Yeah, and it works perfectly, right? Okay. So now, actually, we done this, right? Now we gonna do one more extra stuff, right? Which is something, which is what, a bit different than um the see now I'm gonna explain actually. So why we switch to cookies, right? So we are actually not going to store uh like this auth id, right? To uh like I mean this auth id to the session. Actually we gonna say get id, I mean, yeah, get id, uh let's say session, right? And say get id, right? Get id. So we will gonna do this actually, right? hmm. I will actually knew that as well. And what we're gonna actually do is we're gonna say that user user name. So user username and get id, right? Now we cannot do merge like this, I don't know, I mean, okay, it will save the keys, right? Yeah, I think so, yeah. If we merge arrays, okay, and here we have one issue, right? Because we cannot put a current id, right? Because the session will be not generated yet, right? So we actually need to do something for that. hmm. So let's just remove this for now. We wanna think on that portion later. I don't know, like I mean, I'm not sure yet. So even we can remove this authenticate using, right? Okay. Actually, we can do one thing. Right. Right. Laravel 445, right? And of course, we have one more thing which I was just forgot. That was actually not authenticate using, not authenticate through. It is a logout and login responses, right? So let's just copy this and paste it into the, and we will say login response from the 45. Yeah, why? I mean, okay, it should be contract. So contract, which is, yeah, this one, and of course, right? Hmm. So here actually we can do that, right? Ah, but okay, I think we can also do redirect intended, right? Yeah, that will be perfectly fine. And so of course, okay, we actually need the previous id as well, right? Before redirecting, I mean, before login. we can do that. We are adding this, right? But after login, we actually need to do that again. Ah, so we actually need to make the service, right? So, so what can be the service name? Let's say, let's go to the service and let's call new file. mm, Accounts. Wow, .php. Hmm. So we will have one method called get set. Ah, not get set. Uh, all right. Uh, Push, right. Perfect. And let's define the generic, which is something like hmm. And yeah, I mean, why it is not get? It is push new account duplicate, right? So let's now say accounts push. So let's take a what and self all. Hmm. Now it's gonna work. And let's say all, right? So we even not we even don't need this now because push will gonna do his job right anyways. And now right, yeah. What happened? Okay, we can say route to route. I really don't know if it can be null. It will never be null, right? And let's say what is the return type? When it will be mixed? Never, right? What is the error now? Okay, okay, it should have a dollar request even if you are not using. I mean, like this. Oh, wow. So this will be without types. This should be with right. Let's see the login responsible to response the request is the this. So what request we have imported, that is the same. Okay, so let's say at the rate paste ignore type, right. I will let you know why we added that, but yeah. Okay, I think now it's fine, right. So let's just do logout, because this logout will now see if that is into the session. Now actually I'm able to switch. So now on logout, what we're gonna do is on logout we will switch to actually one more thing we can do actually. Right. Let me tell you. I think Momo is not there. How should I now explain? Hmm. Okay. So now again we will say all here account all right, and here okay now we need mm, sorry, need to fetch, we need to switch actually. So right, okay, wait, and in 45 we have this two response which is pushing, and while pushing we will get a session id from there, right? Perfect. And now we are doing this all as well, right? And so this is now part, so we will have one more method called switch. Perfect. And we will set id, right? And this will just gonna do the stuff, right? Just like that. Hmm. But we also need to check that other, and we will do a return over here as well. Return the, yeah, return. Else we're gonna say about 403 unauthorized action, whatever it is for now at least, right? So now, so Mohammed, are you there? I don't know. If are you there, let me know. So we go. I gonna explain anyways. But let me check if he is there. Okay. So now let's say if we are able to switch. Okay, it's saying the unauthorized action. Okay, because I think so. Yeah, that can be the issue. Let's do that again. And now I think we will be able to switch. Oh yeah. Okay. Whoa. Wait. I'm really not sure now. Okay. Yeah, I think this should work, but it's not working. Why? See, these both have a differentiation ID, and what is what this is doing here? Okay. So actually, that doesn't even matter for now, at least. Hmm. Because both have a different session ID, right? So this session ID should work. I mean, but if it is not valid, it will generate a new. Oh, okay. Okay. I think what we need to do is we need to actually, for now, sorry, we actually need to delete this cookie. I guess I don't know. I mean, let's do that. I mean, let's go to the cookie and oh, we have a cookies. Now it is bit okay. Now we can add. Let's do logout as well. And let's start from the first. Okay. So what I understood is now this is not working. Let's do log on and log in again. It works. Okay. So we are doing push. We are doing self all. Then we are adding get social adding are all. Right. So let's it's not adding cookie. Ah, okay. So this push is not working. And maybe we will remove this forever if it is not okay. But if I do add account, which is actually my account only, let's say no in Maduro and we are still not having those stuff. Okay. So we are having some trouble over here. Sorry, accounts, and we are pushing the username. So this time we will have a session ID, right? DD direct. Let's do session get ID, right? And let's log out and do login. I really okay. We have the session ID. We have the username as well. Why it is not? Sorry. So why it is not? Why it is not doing its job? I mean, why it is not adding the cookie? Let's see. Uh, okay, we have the cookie actually. So we are not getting accounts over here. Oh, okay. Okay, sorry. Right. Here we have a actually ID, and it should be username, right? And we will need a array keys over here. We are not able to switch. Bit crazy. Okay, now we need to get die into this. So I think what I understood is should not do that. Let's now try to switch. We get logged out. Okay, we logged in, logged out while we were switching. We logged in. Mhm. Now it is actually. So let's just go to the login. Uh, sorry, user controller, and on not this one. We will have a authenticate session controller, and we are just doing logout over here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say, yeah, for now at least, if we do logout, we will forget that cookie, right? And now if I log in, I really need to understand how that works actually. So yeah, here now we have simple, and if I do login over here, and if I try to switch, I get logged out because we are not regenerating the session. That is what we are doing, right? Hmm. Should we do regenerate token? I don't know. I mean, hmm. Hmm. But if I do regenerate token, I'm not able to switch. Auth. The site user. And we need to do this as well. I mean, maybe. Yeah. So let's say auth. Let's say user. I don't know even know. I mean, let's say where username. First, right for now at least. Let's check. I mean, this is now going bit crazy. Okay, I'm still not able to switch. Hmm. Yeah, this is actually fine. So I don't know, like, hmm, this session set ID is not working. Let's just remove this for a sec and try to switch to account. While saved the account, it is still not able to switch. I mean, while switching, we will, let's say, we what username we have. Username, right? And account, so whatever. So let's say username is Nuno Maduro, and in Nuno Maduro, it will be your this session ID, right? Hmm. So why I mean this session ID is not. So if I set this ID, right, generate session ID and set exists, regenerate token as previous URL, this URL. I was thinking something else, and it get to something else than what I was thinking actually. Okay, so I seen this, right. Let me show you. The I mean the session. Wait, the session set ID and the get ID, right? And I was thinking that uh, okay, yeah, this get ID is ID, and yeah. So I was like, see, we will store session ID into the database, right? And if we switch sessions, right, with the set ID and get ID, we will be able to. So what actually happening over here? I mean, so it is coming here or there. So let's say DD, if it is valid, right? It will say valid, right? So let's check that as well. So let's try to switch. It is valid, right? So ID is actually valid. We are able to set the ID as well, but it is not switching the user. So let's just say login. Okay, let's try that as well. I mean, okay, now it is switching. Perfect. So what I want to do is, uh, I want to taste something, right? So let's say in a switch account, let do it into the switch account, right? What I will do is I will say session and I will do put, right, and say that username for now at least. I mean I'm just testing this, right? So I will just do switch twice, right? And now what we're gonna do is I will remove this, right? And what I will do is now I will say at the rate session and I will say username, right? And I will what I will do is, oh man, let's just copy this. Whoa. Okay. So what I will do is I will keep this over here actually, and I will just for now at least. I mean, so I will do a value over here, right? Right. Hmm. So it's Mr. Punyapal already. See, it's all okay. It's Mr. Punyapal already. I'm a bit confused now. I did some mistake. Okay, let me just copy this. If it is not working, then we will gonna just get back to our old version. I mean, so yeah. So it is Mr. Punyapal. If I switch to Nuno, okay, I'm already. So it is still Mr. Punyapal. So what is the meaning of the session IDs? I mean, I actually have two different session IDs, right? And if I switch this session ID, right? If I'm setting this session ID to different, then it should switch the sessions, right? No, I mean, okay, I really don't know now. Should we do regenerate session? Yeah, maybe. Okay, wait. So it is still Mr. Punyapal. If I reload this, it is still Mr. Punyapal. Okay, it is not the good solution yet. Ah, so my plan totally got failed. I mean, ah, what is the meaning of this session ID? I mean, I really don't know. I mean, what is the meaning of this session ID if I'm not able to get the actual session with that ID? Huh? Or it is we was having some debug bar, right? Why it is not showing the debug bar? The debug is true, right? And okay, we haven't manually disabled the debug bar, so why it is not working? I mean, we removed it. I don't know. We was having Laravel debug bar over here. Where it is? Yeah, we have it. So why we don't have that here? I mean, I really don't know. Okay. Hmm. I think it is. Or we messed up. Ah, I think I switched three times. That's why. So let's try again once again. I mean, you are actually yeah. So let's put session. Put say username and username, right? And if I do switch to Mr. Punyapal and switch again to Nuno Maduro, right? And if I now remove this, right? And if I switch to Mr. Punyapal, it is still Nuno Maduro. I was thinking something else, right? But it doesn't work out like that. I mean, so let's see the database, and it is the SQL database, right? Okay. Hmm. So let me try to say HTTP database, Pinkary database, whatever, admire. What is this? Okay, this is something admire. Hmm, we don't have that facility for now. So actually, we even cannot open that. So, uh, uh, so what actually we need to do? Okay, sorry. Yeah. So let's go to the sites and uh, it is opening actually a table plus. It should open the admire because table plus will not open the SQLite. I was having a SQLite viewer. No, it's okay. I think we can now install one extension, DevDB, right? And yeah, that will gonna actually help. So where is the DevDB? Here it is. And how to do that? Control K, Control G. Okay. And now, yeah. So we need to open that SQLite database over here, and yeah. So sessions. So we have IDs also, right? And we also have payload and all. So it should work, no? I don't know. See, let's do DD accounts over here, right? And uh, let's just try to switch. So we have this ID, right? P and okay, that is not actually into the database. That ID is not into the database. Ah, we have another NK that is not also not into the database. So are we using a database driver in for the sessions? Yeah. So let me how to. I mean, okay, we need to do it like this. Okay, commit. Okay. So if I now reload this, we will be log out, right? No. So what is the meaning of the database sessions here? Okay, we have those all stuff again back to the database. So I don't know like how we work in this. My gosh. Okay, user IDs are there. There is one 3500 and two 3500 and others are okay like this. So it is like ID and values. I'm a bit confused already. So if I switch, I think they are just keep track of logged in users. So that is what like see what I need to understand is what I want to understand is what is the meaning of the sat ID and the get ID. I mean, so if I don't know, like if I cannot get back to this that particular session, right? If I have ID, I want to understand this actually. Okay, wait. Ah, wait. I understood. I understood. Okay, can be the issue probably. Okay, so let's log out and now let's do login again as a Mr. Punyapal. Right. Okay, wait. I will have let's say session put username. I think now I got it. What I should do, not use user name as this. I mean, my co-pilot just want me to do something else. Okay, so now uh, let me do this, right? And now let me switch at least twice, and let me just remove this now. I think now if I switch to Mr. Punyapal, okay, it is still not working. So I failed to do what I was trying to, but I need to understand why it is not working and how to make it work. I mean, so I think this login stuff is doing some issues here. So you can say set user again. Try. Let's try set user, and wow. I mean, what we could do can do is where username is this, and yeah. Okay. So now if I try to switch, it is not even switching. I think it was a bad idea to do it like this. I don't know, because I wanted to do what I wanted to do is, if I switch, right, if I switch, I should be able to have my sessions values right back. Okay, wait. Able to switch, but not able to maintain the session. That we need to actually check. But yeah, we already have a good uh, uh, progress. So let we will. Wow, what is this? Okay. Oh, I closed VS Code. We actually have a good progress already, right? Hey, Niku. Okay, uncle. Okay. So let's just push this changes into the our repo, and let's do this stuff like remaining stuff tomorrow, right? Okay. So yeah, thanks for joining. Bye bye, guys. Okay, I think we need to think like why that particular thing is not working. Like this get ID and set ID, right? Okay. Otherwise, everything is fine. Bye bye. Thanks for joining.